my lovely friends. It is my honor and privilege and delight to say these words to you today. Welcome to the Eras Readathon. My name is Margaret, and I will be your host for this readathon. Last year, all we had was a name and our best guesses as to what songs Taylor would choose to represent her entire discography. Things are going to look a little bit different this year, but this is still a readathon inspired by Taylor Swift and the Eras Tour. We just have a better idea of what that looks like now. This readathon goes from December 13th until December 26th, 2023, and we will be working our way through the Eras Tour one era at a time. Each era is going to have a mix of book and action prompts. The goal is for you to be able to choose the prompts that will allow you to get through all of the eras. With the exception of a couple of prompts that affect the entire readathon, you will need to complete each era in order. You also are allowed to combine prompts within an era, but not between eras. Once you have moved on from an era, you cannot go back to then complete more prompts from that era until you've completed the entire thing. This time around, for each prompt that you complete, you will be accumulating points. What is the point of these points? I hear you asking. Well, this year, we have something that we didn't have last year, and that is merch. This time around, there will be 2 ways to get a t-shirt from the Eras collection in Taylor Swift's store. Now, the first way to get the t-shirt is to accumulate the most points out of everyone who is doing this readathon. For this one, you will need to complete every era in order to be eligible. You are able to complete multiple prompts per era in order to garner more points. However, just keep in mind that if you combine prompts, you're only allowed to claim the points from one of those. You are not able to circle back to complete previous eras until the whole thing has been completed. Also, because I've seen it pop up with other readathons, I just wanted to give the disclaimer now that I'm not going to go into detail about how the point system works. I'm still fine-tuning a few of the details, and if there's anything that you would need to know because it would affect whether or not you're going to choose one prompt over another, I will be upfront and honest about that. But if you don't hear anything about that, just assume that it is not relevant. The second way that you can earn a t-shirt is through a random giveaway. You do not have to complete the entire readathon in order to be eligible for this one. Just by completing prompts and submitting to the form, you are entered in this giveaway. However, it might be smart to make sure that you complete as many prompts as possible because that does give you more entries into the giveaway. As with the first option, you do need to complete all of the eras before you can circle back and complete any uncompleted prompts. Because this readathon is inspired by the mastermind that is Taylor Swift, obviously, I can't tell you everything right now. Make sure that you're following us in our Discord, our Instagram, and our Twitter. Those will all be linked down in the description box. Also, keep your eye out on my YouTube channel because this time around, we have readathon merch. Make sure that you keep an eye on my channel just to see when that's gonna go up. I'll also announce it on the YouTube, Instagram, and in the Discord. All the information I just gave you will be linked in the description box and all of the social media platforms that I just named. Now let's talk about what are the prompts. For the Lover era, the first prompt is Long Time Coming. Read a book that was published in 2019. The second prompt is Fearless Leader. Post on social media about a book that made you feel powerful. The third prompt is Summer's a Knife, and for that, you're going to read only books set in summer or with summery vibes for this readathon. The fourth prompt is My Heart's Been Borrowed. For that one, you are going to read a book with hearts on the cover or in the title. For Fearless, the first prompt is going to be In My Best Dress. For that one, you are going to post on social media about the prettiest book or books that you own. The second prompt is Think I Know Where You Belong. Make a list of all the upcoming releases that belong on your bookshelf. And the final prompt for Fearless is Stay Away from Juliet. Read a book with a forbidden romance. Moving on to the Evermore era, the first prompt is Old Time's Sake. For that one, you are going to reread a childhood favorite. The second prompt is going to be Wreck My Plans. And for this one, you're not going to choose a book until you get to Evermore, and then you're going to ask someone else to choose that book for you. The third prompt is Autumn Chill. You are going to create a TBR of only autumn-colored books. The final prompt for Evermore is She's Fucked in the Head. For that one, you're going to read a book with an unreliable narrator. For the Reputation era, we're starting with Let the Games Begin. Read a book with a competition element. The next one is Mansion with a View. For this one, you are going to write a review for your best-looking book, or books if you want to be extra. There is a twist, though, because with this one, you are only going to be reviewing the cover. The next prompt is Now I'm Your Daisy. Share on social media about a book that you appreciated more the more time passed. And the final prompt for Reputation is In Red, underline. Read a book with revenge or betrayal. For the Speak Now era, the first prompt is going to be Wonderstruck. And for that one, you are going to read a book with a romance. The second Speak Now prompt is going to be Start of an Age. And for that one, you are going to read the first book in a new series. For the Red era, the first prompt is Forget About the Deadlines. Grab a timer and do something that helps you escape reality for at least 22 minutes. The next prompt is never, ever, ever. Go through your book collection and break up with some books. The third prompt for read is places I'd never been. Read a book with a travel element. And the fourth prompt for read is in the refrigerator light. Read a book at midnight. Preferably in your kitchen if you can. For folklore, the first prompt is Roaring Twenties. Read a book that was published in 2020. The second prompt is Salt Book House. Read a book with a house on the cover. The third prompt is Write my name on it. You are going to spell your name using book titles and then post a photo or a collage on social media. And the final prompt for folklore is You Drew Stars. So this one, you are going to read a book with stars on the cover or in the title of the book. For 1989, the first prompt is going to be We Never Go Out of Style. You are going to read a classic from your favorite genre. Now, classics is a difficult thing to define sometimes, so if you have any questions or aren't entirely sure what a classic of your genre would be, I would just go to Google and ask them for classics of your genre and take a look. If you see something that shows up in a couple of lists, that is a pretty safe bet. The second prompt is A Nightmare Dressed Like a Daydream. Recommend 5 of the best genre blends you've ever read. The third prompt is That's What People Say. Post about a book you think people have gotten completely wrong. And the fourth book is Staring at the Sunset. Read a book with sunset colors on the cover. Moving on to the Midnight's era, the first prompt is going to be Stay in That Lavender Haze. Read a book with flowers on the cover. The second prompt is Never in a Mirror. Write a review about yourself as a reader. I will leave whether or not you share that on social media up to you. The third prompt is Going Out Tonight. Create a bookish date for yourself or for someone else. Final prompt is Karma is a Cat. Read a book with a cat on the cover. That is everything that you need to know for the 2023 Eras Readathon. Don't forget to check out the social medias and follow us on the platform you prefer. Just in case there are any surprises, don't forget to turn your notifications on. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are interested in more Taylor Swift content, I will have it linked over here. I've got a whole playlist at this point, and there's also that subscribe button down here if you had fun with this video. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye! This is our second year doing the Eras Tour. Readathon, this is not the Eras Tour. I am not doing the Eras Tour.